Hi there, I'm Tom and welcome to a Newb Improves, quite possibly the most optimistically named series on YouTube. Today we are back playing Dota 2 and continuing on with our A to Z challenge, we have Dark Seer. This is another game that I played with the usual crowd. Whoops, just let me get the camera sorted out. And there we go. Did I say Dark Seer or Dazzle? It is Dark Seer. Dazzle is next, I believe. So yes, we have Talvin, Jackal and Apathy. I forgot to mention in the last video that Jackal has his own YouTube channel, so I'll leave a link in the description, go check that out, he produces some good stuff. And anyway, on with this game. So I kind of play Dark Seer as a support, but whenever I play support characters, well, he is a support as far as I know, unless I got that really wrong, but yeah, definitely support items there. Sorry, it's been a bit of a long week. I kind of forgot a few things along the way, I think, but yeah, so Dark Seer is a support, and I've been finding recently that I find it really hard to play supports because, especially when they've got a really useful ult, I just find it really hard to actually get that off and not die in the process.
Blessings.
Yeah, there was a bit of a mix-up about the lanes. The randomers didn't know what they wanted to do, so I ended up switching at the last minute. But never mind. Yeah, as I said, the ults I found with the Crystal Maiden, I found with Dark Seer, just really hard to actually be useful in a team fight and not die and feed the enemy team. But we shall see. I did try and use my ult a few times, I don't think I used it all that successfully. Anyway, the skills. There is Vacuum, which basically pulls the enemies towards you and deals damage, which is good if you can get it off in the right radius. Then there is Iron Shell, which you can probably see on one of the creeps there. Basically, it creates a shield around them that deals damage to any nearby enemy units or heroes, which is good. It's particularly good for harassment in the early stages, but it costs 70 mana and I don't start out with a huge mana pool, so in a second you will see me go and get the Sage's Mask, is that? Yes, Sage's Mask, which should help slightly, and build that into a Soul Ring, which will help a bit more. Next skill, Sarge. This is my escape, also used as an escape for other people if I need to. Basically gives it maximum movement speed for up to 7.5 seconds. I'm being a bit silly and punching the tower there, and I took too much damage for that, but I got a few hits in on the tower. And the ultimate, Wall of Replica. Basically, it creates a wall. Any enemies who go through that wall will have an illusion created of them under my control, and that basically means that I can hit them for huge amounts of damage if I can control them properly. And it damages them as they go through it, which is another bonus. But they do up to 90% damage, upgradable by Aghanim Scepter to 140% of the hero's damage. Each enemy hero on the map can have one copy of them at a time, and if that copy dies, then they go through the wall again and it gets another copy. And they take 400% damage, so they don't last a huge amount of time, but it's still very useful in a team fight. And as we can see here, I'm very low mana, so I'm just saving enough for my Sarge and that's about it. And got the Ring of Regen as soon as the wave pushes. In fact, I may be able to buy both parts of it quite soon. Of course, the recipe will have to be shipped down on the courier. Yep, there we go. And I'm not sure what happened with the recipe then. I got all 3 pieces and it then put the recipe, the components back into the quick buy. But never mind, I will be going for boots next, and that will build into mana boots, or arcane boots, and that will further improve my abilities to sustain my mana. I may die here. Ooh, no, we have Talwyn protecting me there. One thing to note about Dark Seer is that because his Iron Shield does a constant stream of damage while it's active, or while it's active on someone else, it kind of steals farm from the carry in the lane. In fact, Dark Seer usually has a solo lane, but as I said, we had some weird randomers this time and it didn't quite work out like that. And so yeah, he usually solo lanes, otherwise he just ends up stealing too much gold from the carries, and that basically results in... Do I manage to Sarge him in time? No, I don't. We may still get a kill though. Yeah, like I said, basically he solo lanes so that he doesn't steal the farm and the carry can go off into the jungle or something. I went far too far forward there, I've got no idea why. Just these kind of things. And there's a Sarge getting me out of danger just about.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So I believe next I will be building the mech. Unless someone else builds the mech, in which case I'll go straight for pipes. And I can get my boots, that's good. Get it from the main shop because I guess I didn't think the lane would be pushed out enough, and I wanted to save up some tangos anyway.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Maybe better to get the boots straight away, but someone else is using the courier, so it doesn't particularly matter.
Bountiful.
I've got no idea what's going on here. Sarge Talwyn didn't quite work out, and now I'm probably going to die as well. Oh, no. I got saved by apathy. Yeah, just barely saved. I'm quite happy that I'm still in lane at the moment. By all rights I should have died, I was kind of in silly positioning there. The bounty is one of our randomers. Didn't do too well, I don't think. The main way to use Iron Shield if you really want to harass is basically you use it every time it's off cooldown, and then you've got several Iron Shields in the lane at once, all dealing damage. But of course, if the creep, if you put it on the creep and the creep dies, then that's the Iron Shield gone. So you've got to be a bit careful about where you place it. Usually, the recommendation, if you're against melee heroes, then they say put it on the second hero in lane, the second creep in the wave, sorry, and that will mean that it's active for a little bit longer because the fast creep will obviously be the fast target of their enemy creeps, and it should still be far enough forward to do some damage to their heroes. and the rest of the creep wave. And I do sometimes, if they're ranged heroes, I will try and put it on their ranged creep, which, although that creep is slightly weaker, it does mean that it's a lot closer to them and more likely to affect them and just drain health, which is really dead. And he had a double damage as well. Yeah. I really didn't expect that. The bounty got away. We're going to lose the top tower,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
which is of course what I was trying to avoid.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, as from what I can remember, Dark Seer, apart from the Iron Shell, he isn't so good at actually clearing waves. I mean, it does a fair amount of damage, especially when you've got it all the way leveled, but you don't have something like maybe Death Prophet's Crypt Storm or Bat Storm or whichever it's called, which I find a lot more useful. And yeah, I keep putting it on myself and then not realising when it runs out, and it looks like there's 3 or 4 of them distracted, so I may be able to push this right up to the tower. Of course they may just TP in and I'll have to escape quickly, but luckily I do have an escape.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm not putting the Iron Shell on me yet because I'm waiting for their creep wave. There we go. Yeah, I did that a few times. I kept using Sarge instead of Iron Shell, which is the exact opposite of what I want to do, because the Sarge creep is no use to me at all and it keeps my spell on cooldown. But it looks like I'm just about safe, I guess. I'm just kind of trying to harass him, but he's, like I said, he's ranged, so I can't really do much to him. If I put it on their catapult it may work, because that would still damage their creeps and it would still damage him. Put it on my catapult instead, which doesn't do a huge amount because then the wave pushes past it. I mean, the catapult is stronger than any of the other creeps in lane, but as soon as the wave pushes past it, it loses its usefulness. We do have the bounty hunter here waiting to make a play. He's so low, if I had a stun or something he would just be dead straight away. And low on mana again, I could use the soul ring. There we go. Should have put that on myself really. But I feel much more comfortable with the creeps going into lane than with me. And there's another TP, so I need to get straight out. Oh, it's Juggernaut as well. Sarge. Hopefully that Sarge protected me. Looks like the bounty. Yeah, the bounty's out as well. And yes, very low mana here. I do have the soul ring off cooldown though. And there's my mana boots, so hopefully that should be most of my mana problems solved. All I need to do now is worry about basically using my mana boots every time they're off cooldown. I should have used them already. Like, as soon as I bought them I should have used them. And Bounty just got himself killed, so I need to go far away from here. No point me chasing that down. Definitely no point me chasing that down. I didn't know there was a witch doctor there. And I should basically get out, because I guess if I get slowed by the sniper then I can always charge myself out, but because the witch doctor is there, I may get stunned, and that's not going to be good at all. The sniper didn't seem like he was that experienced. He keeps using his assassinate when we're far too high health. I mean, I know it's off cooldown so quickly, but it just doesn't do anything. Yeah, definitely out. I will probably die here as well. If I sarge myself, I may live. Or maybe not. Oh. Sarges. Ah, they backed off just... like, I had like maybe 50 health there. I got so lucky, I think. And then they just backed straight off. We managed to keep the creep wave pushed, and I didn't die, so I'm counting that as a win. Saving up for Mecha's next item. We shall see how quickly I get that. And yeah, it's I believe Jackal down in bottom lane.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, he went top now, but using his Eidolons, I think they're called. Anyway, back to Dark Seer. Yeah, I'm just sarging myself down into the lane. I think I'm better at it by this point, but I keep messing up the sarge by going to cast it and then telling my hero to move, telling Dark Seer to move before before the sarge runs out, or before the animation cast time is completed. So I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have done that, but it looks okay. Oh, it was risky going back in there just to get an iron shell, but I basically really wanted to keep the wave pushed instead of that. And Jackal still managed to get the last hit on the tower. I was going to TP mid, but then I saw that there may be a kill here. Probably not though, because it's just me. So I need to get back onto my side. Yeah, there we go. Slightly dangerous then, but hopefully we can get a good defense here. I don't have any decent creeps to put that on. I may have to put it on to myself, yeah. Of course, there's the Mass Serpent Ward, which I'm going to have to run away very quickly. I've got no idea why I stopped there. Maybe I got stunned or bashed by the sniper, maybe? Hopefully the rest of the team can make something happen here. Well, that's the Templar Assassin dead and the Witch Doctor dead. That's... I don't know, I don't think Witch Doctor is a major threat, but they are certainly very, very annoying, especially with their ult.
Thanks.
And I'm back into lane now anyway. Yeah, just looking about. Not much going on. Got to be careful here because we don't know where they are. But it looks like we can probably take this tower. Oh, better back off. My camera's in completely wrong position here. Got that kill. That is the good thing. If I have my iron shield up, while I'm in a team fight, it's just draining health very slowly from all of the enemies in the area. I need to get out very quickly. Not quite quickly enough. We got the Juggernaut though. And everyone else is at really low life, so still 3 of us alive. Perhaps we can push the tower. I'll be back very soon anyway. No, looks like they're back to farming. And whenever I respawn, if there's nothing explicitly going on, I look at which lane I should be in, and looks like the middle lane is going to be the best one because we don't have it as pushed. Although there is likely to be a fight going on the bottom. Yeah, I've got a TP squad, so I should be able to get to the bottom if I'm needed, which should be about now. Yeah, I should definitely be... I always go and push the wave slightly too far, and I waste too much time. And by that time there wasn't any point in... There wasn't any point in teleporting to the tower. So yeah, I didn't really do anything useful in that fight. Tried to vacuum him so that he was a bit closer, but it was out of range. It happens a fair bit, and I decide I'm not going to push past that tower. And that extra teleport in kind of validated my decision there. So I know there's 2 or 3 heroes in the lane. I'm just going to stand back. Yeah, it looks like there's a Juggernaut there. I'm just going to stand back. I'm going to put the Iron Shell on as many creeps as possible, and that way I will be able to kind of sort of push the lane and harass them, while at the same time not putting myself in danger. And I should be using my boots. I don't know why I kept forgetting I had the mana boots. It's just everything else that's going on. But I do not want to be in that position.
Top tower is under attack.
And now, if we could silence him, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, yeah, I put the wall slightly too far back, but it did limit the amount that they can chase us. And it kind of kept them tangled up. Like the wall of replicas didn't do anything in that fight, but the... Oh, come on, just use your boots. The vacuum really did.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And I can afford my mech now as soon as I realise. And then I can move on to pipes. Better get back.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Illusion. I always find my movement speed slightly slow, so I tend to charge myself anyway. See, they caught up to me almost straight away after my Sarge wore off, so I tend to use that as just a... Bountiful. Almost like a general movement aid, I guess. And now I believe I am going to get the Ring of Health there, because there's nothing major going on. They're just pushing middle lane, or counter pushing middle lane. And then I can grab my Ring of Health and join them. I've got my mech recipe coming down on the courier. It's going to be a bit slow, but I should be able to meet it part way anyway. Or maybe not. If I'd just moved a few
Dire's
blocks
middle tower
backwards,
is under
then that
attack.
would have been so much better. And okay, this may be a bad choice being there. We've got no vision there. Yeah, there was their
Radiant's
Juggernaut. I
bottom
would have
tower is under attack.
just absolutely
Radiant
melted at
structures
that
are
point.
fortified.
There's not a huge amount I could have done against that. I couldn't have killed all of those right away. And I've got mana boots up soon, so hopefully I will use those straight away because I'm still low on mana. Like, my main problem this game was mana, apart from positioning, it was mana, and there we go, that's much better. And if I'd used my mana boots every time there was off cooldown, I wouldn't have had that problem. I think mainly what I was doing is I was trying to wait a little bit longer each time until I was slightly less mana. But at the same time, the cooldown isn't extremely long, so it probably wouldn't have made much difference, and I think I kept forgetting to use it when I needed it, so I should have used it when I only partly needed it. And now I'm going to mid. That's another problem I have. I will always be slightly too late to the team fight. I think I said that earlier. I always try and push the wave slightly too far, which means I don't start moving as quickly as I should be. Luckily I'm playing with experienced players, so they
Dire's middle
don't
tower is
perhaps
under
need
attack.
me as much as if I was playing with people at my my level and getting hit by the tower. I want to back off from that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And there is still a fight going on. Oh right, Sarge isn't.
Radiant's top tower is
Yeah, I
under
used
attack.
Sarge at the wrong time. There we go, that's the Sarge properly. And now we should all back off. Yeah, and mana boots off cooldown soon. Hopefully I use them right away. I talk a lot about mana boots this game, I'm sorry. It's just about the most interesting thing I can think to talk about. So what are we, 25 minutes in? I don't... Oh, I've got the mech, which is good, yes. I've almost got the... Well, I don't almost have the pipes, but I'm making steady progress towards the pipes. And again, I'm not quite sure where I should be here. If I can perhaps get... No, I'm not going to be fast enough. I should have sarged already and put down a vacuum, which would have allowed me to pull him back and get him within the range of my allies. I should be thinking about these things during the game, but it's all a learning experience. I will pick it up at some point. Looks like maybe they're planning to Roche now. We should probably go and check that out. I think there's a discussion here about whether we want to check on their Roche. No, there's 4 of them. I guess they weren't Roshing. And there's a Juggernaut. I shouldn't go in on that fight. Okay, he's silenced. That's a lot safer. I should have mech'd there. There's a lot of times when I should have mech'd and I didn't. It took me a long time this match to actually remember that I'd completed the mech and I could use it to save my allies. And
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
that's a team wipe, which means they're going to push, especially since they're already at the tower, they're going to be able to push very far forward, which is not good. I don't have buyback, I don't think. But no one else on my team currently does.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So there's not much I could do with the buyback even if I used it. Just all we can do now is basically protect the top tower, or the middle tower, sorry, as much as possible. We aren't doing too bad as far as tower's concerned. They have backed off, so we can just push the lane out. We need to push top lane out as well. I should teleport there about now. And there we go. So, yeah, I may be fairly useless in team fights, but I am doing a fair amount to keep the lanes from pushing too much, which is very useful this game, because, hey, someone has to do it. And maybe one more wave, I think, and then I'll probably join them mid. I think mid's going to be the place that all the battles are fought this game. The fact that I used Iron Shell meant that I'm probably looking to push another wave. See, just pushing that wave would have been sufficient, and now I'm just going to be far too late to the party once again. I think it's an important lesson for me to learn, but it doesn't really mean anything unless I learn to actually apply it in future matches. And at this point, I already have my Dazzle and my Death Prophet winner, so I'm probably going to be making the exact same mistake in both of those games, but hopefully after that, Disruptor I believe is next, so hopefully the Disruptor game I should be thinking a lot more about getting to fights as quickly as possible.
I'll take that as tribute.
Dire's middle tower is under
That's
attack.
on 25 seconds cooldown. Should be a bit more careful about when I use that. I'm not good at placing the wall where I want it to. What I wanted to do there was place it directly across their entryway, and instead I wasn't sort of 90 degrees perpendicular to the entryway, so it didn't go where I wanted it to. And that's something else I need to work on if I play Dark Seer again, is just getting the placement of that wall absolutely where I want it. I wasn't really focused on actually catching anyone out with that, I just wanted to make it very difficult for them to come fight, because they could either go through it and take damage and create replicas of themselves, or they could walk the long way around, which gives us plenty of time to hit the tower, and we know where they're coming from basically. But it's okay, it held them back long enough, and now we can hopefully take the tower here. I see one of them mid. I don't know where the rest are. 2, 3 mid. So we can maybe take this tower. And 2 here by the looks of it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, should all get out. There's a fight going on here anyway.
You thought me gone, did you not?
I'm probably going to die here.
Dire's top tower is under
Ooh,
attack.
looks like I was just out of range. But I'm still in a bad position. Yeah, there we go. I just got held in place for far too long there. Couldn't do anything to escape. And I think we actually forced some buybacks there, so it's not all terribly bad. but there are 4 of us down, and quite predictably I don't have my buyback.
Radiant structures are
I
fortified.
think though I do have the pipe recipe now, so that's good. I've just noticed that this thing has been... Go away.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I usually check that before I start the video, but I only just noticed it. So sorry if anyone's been looking at that for the past half an hour and getting annoyed by it. I will do better next time. So I've got pipes there. Shame the fight was pretty much over by the time I activated it, but it should be back online for the next fight anyway. Unless they try and force a fight now. Let's see if I can actually... No, I can't do anything useful here. Maybe I can do some useful stuff now. I'm just having a look around. Camera positioning's in the wrong place again because I can't see any of them. There we go. I think that did some good. I actually got a kill there. The vacuum does do damage as well. But mainly I used it because Jackal looked like he needed some time to just escape.
Middle tower has fallen.
Oops, I don't know what's going on there. I was kind of trying to bait them out. I should probably put the iron shell back on me, or at least on someone, so that we're just doing damage to them whenever they get close. And I think this is just hilarious, watching the chicken run at full movement speed.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I'm lucky I got that I'm lucky I got that spell off before I got hexed. And now I'm going to die. I did have my mech, I could have done so much more there. I did use my mech at least once during that fight, but it's just one of those things. I didn't think about it being back online, because usually I don't last that long in team fights, so who knows. I am saving up for a BKB now. If I remember correctly, what I do is I wait until I've got enough for the BKB and for a buyback before actually buying it, because a buyback may well be very much more useful than a BKB at this point. They've got a huge wave pushing at bottom, they've got a fairly big one pushing top, and they've got them pushing mid.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Looks like they may well die through that there.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
No, Witch Doctor's causing some crowd control. I am now just coming into the fight. Hopefully I use my pipes. There we go. Again, slightly too late. But if there's anyone else hanging around, it may help. And now just clearing the lane. If we can push a couple of waves here, we should be fairly safe for a little bit. Top lane's fairly pushed, mid lane's fairly pushed, so all we need to do is stop the creeps from basically split pushing us. Which sounds funny, the creep split pushing, but it has happened before where just if you don't pay enough attention, then the creeps will just go and take your towers and take your barracks. and then they'll walk straight into your base and take your ancient. Should probably be heading to the fight then. I don't want to get too far up here because we've got no vision and I've got no support. And any second now I'm pretty sure someone's going to turn up and... no. I do not want to... Yeah, there we go. Quite sensible. No, don't go up. There we go. And now I'm put at risk from a gank. I should have started walking away a lot sooner, and I'm probably going to die because of that. Now that's a shame. If I had mech'd myself, then I may have lived through that. Oh well, it looks like he may die anyway. Yeah, there we go. So they lost 2 to my 1, and it looks like they're down for a fairly long time as well. See, now this is the right time to be pushing bottom. It's going to take me ages to get there though, because we don't have a T1 tower there. Luckily they're busy clearing the creep wave middle, which means that we can essentially sneak up on them. As long as we're sensible about it, of course. Yeah, not much we can do here, I don't think. Bounty Hunter is going to try though. And backing off. Got the Juggernaut, got Templar Assassin. So overall not too bad. Oh no, I'm still dead. Oh no, that's not here. I am heading down. Yeah, something I didn't quite realise. You've got to be right inside the Roche pit before you can actually attack the Roche. Looks like I'm not going to try and attack him here. I'm just going to... I don't know what I'm doing. Scouting out, trying to push the lane. It's a bad place for me to be in because I know that Juggernaut's going to jump me. Looks like Juggernaut is otherwise engaged, and I should be heading over there to help out. Although there is 3 there, so 3 versus 2. Ah well. We got 4 of them, or they got 4 of them. I was pushing the lane. And now I'm there. And we're going to go push the lane again. So I should have either gone to the fight sooner, or I should have kept on pushing the lane. But these are all things that I'm taking a while to learn. And doing these videos actually really does help, because it shows me things that I don't notice during the game. I guess the bounty was keeping them busy. Are we going to get a kill out of that? Yeah, looks like we possibly did. Well, we got at least 1 kill out of that. And I used my mech productively for once. Probably going to die for it. Should sarge myself. And I should be getting closer to that so that my Iron Shell is actually doing some damage. I could have stuck around there because the Iron Shell will have damaged her even when she's invisible, but I didn't quite feel safe. There's nothing I can do bottom, and I need to get out. I should mech myself. There we go. Not gonna work. but it was worth a try. If my Sarge hadn't been off cooldown, I may have survived there. It's amazing the amount of times that they've team-wiped us so far. It's kind of amazing that they haven't taken more towers. We've still got 2 tier 2 towers. They have taken the middle one, mid T3, which is a problem because it means that their creep wave will be able to attack the barracks uncontested. Well, except for our creep wave, but the towers do a lot more damage than the creep wave does. So we've kind of got to focus on pushing out middle lane. And look at that. One hit kill. I mean, it's only the Witch Doctor, so it's not like it's a one hit kill on the support, but it's still kind of nice to know that at least in a team fight we only have to worry about 4 heroes because one of them will die instantly if we get a hit on them, or if the bounty gets a hit on them, I guess. Yeah, again, the other 2 lanes are fairly pushed, so I'm heading to bottom to just kind of secure that lane as well. I think this is the right way to do it. I mean, they can't defend all lanes at once, and if they pick a single lane to defend, as long as we're there as a team, or able to get there as a team, then we can hopefully take them on in the team fight. Although it looks like, I guess, pushing mid or defending top. Yeah, it looks like we're defending top, bottom, sorry, not top, because we know there's someone there. At least there was. Here we go, there's the Juggernaut. He's silenced. Yeah. Again, I didn't really contribute much. The problem with Dark Seer in this game is if they're all together as a 5, I just die all too quickly. And if they're not, then there's no point in using my ult because it's just going to be one hero and they're going to die fairly quickly anyway as long as I'm not out of position. So it looks like they may be going top because I can't see, well, I can see one of them, but I've got no idea. Yeah, I think this was a bit of miscommunication. I think someone said push top when they meant push bottom. But I can grab another TP scroll. It is on cooldown though, so I guess I'll just push a wave here and then walk down there. Hopefully I don't get jumped, but then again there is 3 bottom, so they should be fairly distracted. That's kind of my strategy these games, just kind of sneak in and push the lane as fast as possible and then hopefully get out without anyone noticing you're there. Seems to be working fairly well, although I've got a couple more deaths than I would like at this point. They're doing fine, well, okay, they're not exactly doing fine, but they did get more kills than deaths. And they forced a buyback. And yes, I want to get far away from that because there's no support. Hopefully not going to get jumped by a Juggernaut walking through their jungle. What am I doing? Like, seriously, pick somewhere to go and then go there. And at the moment I'm going to go and jungle. I'm asking them whether they think I should take ancients or jungle normally, and they said that it's probably better to jungle normally because my Iron Shell probably wouldn't work on the ancients. So I'm just going to go and jungle, and the aim here is to just get a tiny bit extra gold so that I've got buyback and BKB, which it's not going to be too far away. I think BKB is about 3,900 gold, so if I take this camp I should have enough for buyback as well. And I'm just carrying on jungling because no one's quite sure of what the next move is yet, and I may as well just get slightly more gold. And push this out a bit. Again, I head to the wave and I should be heading to mid. I really need to keep a much better eye on the minimap and see what's happening and where. I really hope that as soon as I get this second catapult I go mid. I'm going to try and clear the wave, aren't I? Yes, I'm going to clear the next wave. I could buy the components for the BKB now. In fact, I really should do. Oh wait, no, I thought buyback was 1,000, but it's something like 1,600? Yeah, 1,500 at this point. So now I have enough for BKB and buyback. And I'm probably going to get jumped here. Okay, looks like I made it safely. If we can get top tower as well, that would be phenomenal.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I don't want to stand there. Looks like I already used the mech. So I'm standing far back now. Looks like my ult there may have done at least a little bit of damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, this was kind of funny. He's literally standing inside the wall. As was Sniper.
Tower is under attack.
They just keep going through the wall. Sniper almost died because he just went straight through the wall. Hey look, the creep's got middle tower. Ah, look at that. Ah right, that's... Yeah, we already got the vac, so there's mega creeps there. That makes more sense. Most of us are down. I do have enough for buyback and BKB, so I can do that, except that would only be 3 of us up. Got the BKB anyway. And we just kind of hang around waiting. All we've got to do now is just one last push, I guess. In about 15 seconds-ish. Yeah, let's just fast forward this. Oh look, looks like we're all up 9. We're all online. Yeah, I should have fast forwarded at least maybe 30 seconds of that. Juggernaut is rushing, which is going to be a shame if we lose this just because he got Aegis and he could come back to life once more. But hopefully we can just catch him unawares as soon as he comes out. He does have double damage. That's one. And that's two. And a bonus hero as well. Juggernaut doesn't like the fact that we're silencing him and making him useless. Well then, maybe you shouldn't have played Juggernaut. And yes. Okay. I finally used the mech for something useful there. Maybe I can even use my ult for something useful now. No, it looks like I didn't think anyone was close enough range. Or it looks like I didn't think enough people were close enough range. And there we go. Juggernaut brought back into the game, just in time to see that happen. Good game, Juggernaut, good game. Well, this has been Dark Seer. Hopefully I explained how to use him a lot better than I actually did use him. And if you like the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more Dota 2 every Saturday and Titanfall every Wednesday, then please subscribe and get it directly to your feed. I will hopefully be doing a few extra videos over the next few weeks. So subscribing is the best way to catch every video as they get posted. If you've got a comment for me, please leave it in the comment box below. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, don't feed the trolls.